Hello and welcome back. Welcome to a new edition of Vaughan and Vivo. My name's Richard Vaughan and my job, as you know, como usted sabe, as you know, nunca like you know, por favor. As you know, my job is to teach English. It's the only thing I know how to do. I don't know how to repair microphones. I don't know how to bind books. To bind is encuadernar, okay? I don't know how to make ceramic cups. And I don't know how to manufacture pens. I don't know how to make watches. I don't know how to polish fingernails. I don't know how to cut hair. I don't know how to paint tables and walls. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to take off my watch. A este paso. There, finally. But I know how to teach English. I learned how to teach English many years ago, and I have taught thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of English, miles de horas. So I know how to teach English. And my job is to teach you today. I don't know if it's an easy job or a difficult job. Are you going to make my life difficult? Are you going to make my job difficult today? Are you? Or are you going to pay attention and concentrate? If you pay attention, recordad que la atención en inglés se paga, nunca se presta. Okay, if you pay attention today, if you promise me to pay attention and to concentrate, then I will teach the best I can. Now, if you don't pay attention and don't concentrate, I'll teach the best I can anyway. It's an attitude towards life. ¿Cómo se dice hacia? Towards. It's an attitude towards life. Una actitud hacia o ante la vida, diríais en castellano probablemente. And to do the best I can always, even when they don't pay me. If I'm working in a job and I don't like the job, and I don't like my boss, and I don't like the company, and they're paying me next to nothing. So you think, al lado de la nada, o sea, casi nada, and they're paying me next to nothing, I will still work hard and do my best. But at the same time, I will be looking for another job. But morally, when I accept a job, even if the pay is bad, I will do my best. But I will leave the company as soon as possible, unless the company changes. Now, I'm going to put my watch back on. I'm going to put my watch on because a few minutes ago I took it off. Now I'm holding it in my right hand and I'm going to put it back on. But I haven't put it back on yet. I'm still holding it in my right hand, talking about it, okay? It's a nice watch. I like this watch. My wife gave it to me about 3 years ago, and it's the best watch I've ever had in my life. And I like it very much. It's light, it's nice, it's accurate, it's preciso, I don't have a problem with this watch, and it always works. So I'm going to put it back on. I'm going to put it back on, but I haven't started yet. I'm still talking about it, and I'm still holding it in my right hand. But watch, observad, watch. I'm going to put it back on, but I haven't started yet. Now, I'm about to put it back on. I'm about to put it back on. I haven't started putting it back on yet, but I'm about to. Estoy a punto de. Estoy a punto. I'm about to. Now, I'm putting it back on. I'm slipping, deslizando. I'm slipping the watch over my hand, around my wrist, and I'm fastening the watch. Now, my watch is on. It's not off. I'm not holding it in my right hand anymore. Why? Because I have already put it back on. Ya me lo he vuelto a poner. Ya no lo tengo sujeto aquí. I'm not holding the watch in my right hand anymore because I've already, contracción, I have already, enlazo, I've already, mucho sonido V aquí. I've already put it back on. And so I have finished the story of my watch. Siempre tengo hambre hoy. I'm hungry. I didn't have time to have lunch today. You see, today we have changed the time for teaching this class. They asked me, they called me on the phone. The producer, Julio, the producer, he called me and he said, Richard. I said, yeah? Who's this? Who's this? He said, this is Julio. Vamos a identificarlo bien, eh? I think I have yeah, here we go. Yeah. Okay. He said, Richard. And I said, yes? Who's this? This is Julio. Oh, hi, Julio. What's up? What's up? ¿Qué hay? Listen, Richard, listen, we have a little problem. Y cuando alguien me dice little con problem, me pongo a temblar. All right? Si alguien me dice, Richard, there's a big problem. Usually I don't worry. But if somebody says, Richard, we have a little problem, usually it's something big. Menudo problema. And I said, oh, what's the problem, Julio? Listen, we're having some technical difficulties. Yeah? What kind? Well, the lights are not working right. The air conditioning system is broken. Our mixer is not working in the control room, and the screen, el monitor, in the plateau, on the television set, is kaput. I said, wow, that's a lot of problems. So, are you suggesting that we cancel the program for today? No, cancel, no. Listen, instead of coming at 10:30, can you come at 3 o'clock? Instead of coming, en vez de venir, instead of coming, gerundio, instead of coming at 10:30, could you come at 3? But Julio, I have a lunch appointment at 2:30. I have a lunch. It's with an important person. But listen, Richard, listen, it's important. We need to finish recording the programs today, because starting tomorrow, the studio is booked up for 2 months. The studio is booked up. Literalmente libro, reservado arriba. Literalmente. It's booked up means reservado por completo. For the next 2 months, either we finish today, either we finish the program today, we finish the recordings, las grabaciones today, or we can't finish them until May, hasta el mes de mayo. Wow. So, Richard, can you come at 3 o'clock? But Julio, I have a lunch today at 2:30. This lunch was scheduled 3 weeks ago. Well, can't you cancel it? Can't you cancel it? Julio, it's with a minister of the national government. It's an important lunch for me. Richard, do it for me. Can you do it for me? Okay, Julio, I'll call the minister and cancel the lunch. Don't worry about it. Descuida. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, fine. No, don't worry about it, okay? I'll be there. Estaré ahí. I'll be there. Okay, fine. All right. So, I didn't have time to have lunch. Tengo hambre. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm dying of hunger. Okay? I'm starving and me muero de hambre. I'm dying of hunger, también me muero de hambre. Okay? Estoy muerto de hambre. I'm starving right now. My stomach is growling. It's making noise. Growling. Gruñendo, se dice en inglés. My stomach is growling. Y siempre tengo hambre aquí en este plato. I'm always hungry. To be hungry. Estar hambriento. No decimos en es tener hambre. Y tener sed. I am thirsty. I'm hungry. And when I got here to start recording these programs, Julio was here and he said, thank you so much. Ay, gracias. Thank you so much. You saved my life. And I said, yeah. And I canceled the most important lunch of the year for me. And I'm dying of hunger. And he said, here, I have a bag of Fritos. Fritos? I don't want Fritos. I want something a bit more consistent. So I didn't eat anything. And here I am giving you a class on an empty stomach. On an empty stomach. And I don't like teaching on an empty stomach. I prefer to be full when I'm teaching. Even if it gives me indigestion, I prefer to eat lunch or dinner before, or breakfast before doing these programs. Siempre tengo hambre. I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry. I'm always. La M de I'm. Manda un poco aquí. Y sirve de trampolín hacia la palabra always. I'm always. Es como si la M perteneciera a la palabra always. Y yo dijera simplemente I'm always. Always, como en la isla de Malta, always. I'm always hungry. I'm always thirsty. I'm always angry. I'm always ready. I'm always sad. I'm always happy. Puedes practicar eso hasta el día del juicio final, si queréis. You want to improve your English. It's not difficult if you practice. If you practice, it's very easy. Okay? It's very easy. But you never practice. You simply enjoy attending my classes, watching me, saying, wow, I like this teacher. Que bueno es. Okay, he's a good teacher. But then you don't do anything until the next class. Okay? You don't do anything. All right. Siempre tengo hambre. I'm always hungry. Siempre estoy triste. I'm always sad. Siempre estoy feliz. I'm always happy. Siempre estoy preparado. I'm always prepared. Siempre estoy listo. I'm always ready. Siempre estoy aquí. I'm always here. Siempre estoy contigo. I'm always with you. Es la M que manda. Es la letra que más manda aquí. I'm always. Practicad eso un poquito. Esto va a ser un desastre. Esta clase, este programa, Vaughan en Vivo, va a ser un desastre. Ya verás. This is going to be a disaster. 1 year, bueno, más que 1 year. About a year, almost 2 years ago, when I proposed this television station and this television show, I remember one person said, Richard, television is a very difficult medium. It's a very difficult medium. Y no es una medium que mira el crystal ball. No, no, no. A medium es un medio de comunicación. Por eso se dice the media, para los medios de comunicación. Television is a very complicated medium, Richard. You don't understand. You think you can do everything. You think you can, but it's not the same as the radio. No, 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 no. You'll see, ya verás. This program, your program will be a disaster. Esto va a ser un desastre. This is going to be a disaster. And it wasn't. It's very easy. This is the easiest project I have ever carried out in my life. Teaching on television and designing programs for other teachers too. It's very easy because we know how to teach. For me, to teach English is like walking to the pharmacy. I can do it with my eyes shut, okay? If I were blind, I could teach you perfectly well. I don't even need support of the written word. I can teach you blind. So it's easy. El que sea esto, el que vaya a ser un desastre, pues no, it's not going to be a disaster. Oye, conozco un lugar que te va a gustar. I know a place you're going to like. Yeah, I know a place you're going to like. It's a beach. It's a long beach. It's 150 miles long. 150 miles long. That's 240 kilometers long. How long is the beach? ¿Qué longitud tiene este tramo de playa? Pues casi 250 kilómetros. Wow, that's a long beach. Where? Texas. Where? Padre Island. Padre Island, o sea, la Isla Padre. Yeah, Padre Island. Yeah, look at the map. Go into Google and say map of Texas, and look at the Gulf Coast, its curves, and you'll see a strip, una tira, strip, okay? And you'll see a strip of an island on the coast, it's Padre Island. And it's a place you're going to love. Conozco un lugar que te va a encantar. I know a place you're going to love. Come with me. We'll fly to Houston, and we'll change planes and fly to Corpus Christi, Texas. And when we get to the airport, in Corpus Christi, we'll rent a car and I'll drive you to a nice hotel on Padre Island. On Padre Island. And the hotel is 20 meters or 30 meters, perhaps 30 meters from the beach, from the water's edge. The edge of the table, el borde precipicio, the edge of the cliff. Okay? Pero cuando hablamos del borde del agua, no decimos nunca the edge of the water. Decimos the water's, con apóstrofe S, the water's edge. When the water comes up, it comes up about 30 meters from the hotel. And I'll take you there. And what's interesting, lo interesante de esto, en inglés decimos lo que es interesante. What is interesting is that Padre Island goes forever, 240 kilometers, and you can drive your car on the beach. You can drive your car next to the water. If you want, you can drive your car in the water a little for 100 kilometers, just driving your car on the beach. Open the windows. There's nobody. There's nobody there except in 1 week during the year. And that 1 week is what we call spring break. For the university kids in Texas and other areas, they go to Padre Island. It's a ritual, okay, a tradition. But I know a place you're going to love, okay? And I'll take you there. And it'll be an interesting sensation for you to open the windows, smell the sea breeze, la brisa marina que entra, la brisa del mar, the sea breeze, escrito breve, to smell the sea breeze and to drive the car at 100 kilometers per hour next to the water, or with the two left wheels in the water and the two right wheels out of the water, and we'll drive together. Just you and me. I'll drive and you can sit in the passenger seat, okay? Or if you want, because there's no danger of a traffic accident, you can drive. But be careful and don't drive into the water, okay? So, conozco un lugar que te va a gustar. I know a place you are going to like. You. O sea, es al revés en inglés. Literalmente, conozco un lugar que vas a apreciar. Okay? I know a place you are going to like. Okay? To like. Gustar en inglés, ya lo he explicado en algún momento, pero lo vuelvo a explicar. Me gusta, vamos con me gusta este micrófono. O sea, este micrófono me gusta. Es el micrófono quien actúa sobre mí. Yo me mantengo pasivo y el que actúa es el micrófono dándome placer, gustándome. All right? In English it's the opposite. I like this microphone. Yo vuelco mi aprecio o mi valoración en este objeto. Entonces es un objeto, no es un sujeto en este caso. All right? I like this microphone. Te va a gustar este micrófono cuando lo uses. Tú vas a apreciar. You are going to like this microphone when you use it. I heard that you're going to take over for me. Yes, I'm planning to retire in about 3 weeks. This is not my last class, but this is my last set of juego de clases, conjunto de clases. This is my last set of classes, and I'm going to retire. I think it's time for me to retire. Yes, I'm a little tired. I've been teaching English for so long. Don't you think I deserve a break? Don't you think, ¿no crees que me merezco? Don't you think I deserve a rest after so many years? I'm going to retire. I'm going to take early retirement. To take early retirement. Es la forma en inglés de pedir la jubilación anticipada o de que te den o que te obliguen a tomar la jubilación anticipada. Decimos temprana jubilación, early retirement. A veces cuando es la empresa que te jubila anticipadamente se dice to pre-retire, prejubilar, okay? Pero normalmente se dice to give somebody early retirement, and that person takes early retirement. And I'm going to retire. Yeah, I can't wait. Tengo una ilusión que no veas. I can't wait. En inglés decimos no puedo esperar. I can't wait. I can't wait to retire, to say finally, My last English classes today, ladies and gentlemen. I will never teach again. Goodbye auxiliary verbs, goodbye irregular verbs, goodbye conjunctions forever. I will see you in heaven or in hell. Okay, goodbye adjectives, goodbye adverbs. I am finally going to escape from this horrible profession of teaching, trying to get my students to improve, and it's next to impossible. Casi imposible, se dice a veces next to, como si hubiera junto a lo imposible, al lado de lo imposible. It's next to impossible. So I'm going to retire. I'm going to take early retirement, and I'm going to do all the things that I have wanted to do, but that I haven't had time to do. Finally, I'm going to play golf. I'm going to play tennis. I'm going to read. I'm going to watch movies, to go to the cinema. I'm going to travel. I'm going to visit the Far East. I'm going to visit South America. I'm going to visit South Africa. I'm going to visit Polynesia. I'm going to visit Tahiti. Yes, I'm going to visit New Zealand and Australia. I'm finally going to see the Taj Mahal in India. I'm going to do so many things. Yes, and I'm going to attend the football games every week on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. Okay, I'm going to retire. That's the story of my father. Yeah. My father worked all his life, all his career. Career es en inglés no significa carrera académica, significa carrera profesional. My father started working when he finished, when he came back from Europe. My father was in England during the Second World War. He was a pilot during the Second World War. He became a pilot when he was 20. No, when he was 18, I'm sorry. When he was 18. And when he was 20, 1943, yeah. When he was 20, he was stationed in the United Kingdom in Oxford, near Oxford in an air base. And he flew missions over Germany, photo missions. He was not a bomber or a fighter. He was a photo reconnaissance, which is very dangerous. You fly alone over enemy territory. You take pictures of strategic targets, blancos, and you turn around and go back. Okay, very fast because they're chasing you normally. Te están persiguiendo, they're chasing you. And you fly back, land, and the technicians take out the camera and they develop the film. Revelan la película o las fotos. And they study the photographs and make decisions about sending the bombers to bomb. That was my father's job. And he flew about 40 missions, I believe. Then he came back. Bueno, came back, estuvo en Europa. Debería decir he went back to the United States, to Texas, and he started, he spent 2 years at the university to finish his degree. And then in 1947, he started working. In 1947. And he was 24 or 23, depending on what year, what part of the year. If it was before July, he was 23. If it was after July, he was 24. And he started working in a life insurance company, una empresa de seguros de vida, a big one. New York Life Insurance Company is a very good company, very solid. Y cuando hablas de aseguradoras, compañías de seguros, el adjetivo sólido es el mejor adjetivo que existe, porque la solidez de esas compañías que custodian tu dinero durante años, it's a very solid company. And he worked there all his life. And he retired when he was 59 on his own initiative. He approached the top management and said, I want to retire. I want to take early retirement. And they granted him, le concedieron, to grant, como el General Grant. They granted him early retirement. And he was excited to do all the things he wanted to do. But then, after he retired, when he had all the time in the world to do everything he wanted, those things were no longer so interesting. But I'll come back and tell you more about it after the break. If you're interested, I'll tell you the end of the story when we come back.